From 33 metres out from his own line, it's a perler!
Oh my!
Mitchell Moses,
wow.
Bullock couldn't stop it. Welcome back, Mitchell Moses. Moving quickly into position. Iongi, Smith, across. There's Brown, Moses on his outside this time. Over to Adokar, here goes the Fox. Here's the reaction, yes! It's good enough from Parramatta though. Coruscant and May, that's not good enough. Coruscant opens a little corridor for Terrell May to plunge over. Coruscant, infield, Bird, May, Luai, overlap left side, Buller, Naden takes them on, offloaded off his knees, play on for Buller. Here goes Parramatta's way, Brown, Moses across and brings his fullback into the play and opens it up, Iongi. Smith, early chance, Parramatta this second half, Walker and Moses, well he's made a recovery, Tuilagi, he sprints over to score the try. Smith with it, and a dummy half, a little wrestle from the dummy half. He loses his headgear. It would have been a triple movement had he scored. Now they'll go again at a dummy half, and Tuivasa-She's got it down. The big front rower. Now Smith, Walker, and Brown. This is good again, Parramatta, Iongi and Russell. On to Adokar, the speed is on there. Parramatta!
Right side of the field, someone said no, you booked on the left, so he sprinted around to get in position there and just tried to push that ball out.
Well, here are the Eels absolutely on top. Oh boy, Smith has then been thrown over by Taruva. Tino may as well go and sit down. Taruva's just been pulled out of the play again. As we watch the replay, he's going off, and now he's being sent to the sin bin. And now he wants to go, hello, Battle of Brookvale stuff.
Go.
Sean Russell gives him a little send-off. Oh, hang on a second, Tino. Someone from the Tigers. Usher him from the field. He is on tilt.
He's the last line of defence, a professional failure in the bin.
Oh, he's in the bin.
Hang on a sec.
Hold on.
Sin bin for the young fullback. Last tackle. Moses, another kill. Gets it a little off the side again. In fact, he grabbed at something after kicking with his left leg. Parramatta got the ball, and the Tigers try saver from Buller. Still with the Tigers. Last tackle, Luai, kick through, chases aplenty, back they go, Safer has scored for the West Tigers! Now, big shift to the right, Dewey across to Buller, on it comes for Toa, Taruva's on his outside, he can offload, he does offload, oh and Adokar! The intercept of the decade! Full width to work with, they know it. Dewey with the ball, here they go, Bolle to Coruscant, to Luai, overlap, Naden, got it away, Lavalier is taken out by Moses! Pass will want to be good, goes high, Dewey, May, Luai, kick again, kick through again, the Tigers are there front, and he got there! Lavalier! Coruscant, May, Dewey, Buller, moving nicely, Toa loses it, Parramatta, Russell has to find Adokar, does find the Fox, and Parramatta get back. The Tigers get back and make the tackle, and now Parramatta's on the charge.
Well, that took some scrambling then from the Tigers with Adokar, the ball in his hands, they shifted to the right side.
Moses kicks, Simonson all on his own, just needs a bounce, Simonson gets the bounce. Something appropriate about Easter and Moses. Coruscant, Bolle, Dewey, flat, Safer, no one. Adokar is away. He'll win the Stole gift. He'll win this match. Full time. Parramatta, the mighty Eels 38. The West Tigers 22.
Jason, we just start with the man. Next year he comes back, sets up 4 tries, an audacious kick on the second tackle.
I don't even know.
I can say call it 5 if you want, but it was a terrific performance. What did you expect to be this good on his first game back?
Yeah, I wasn't sure how it was going to end and like how you put it, but yeah, he just has a presence in our footy team, and when he plays, we're a little bit more organised for longer, and his kicking game certainly helps us. So he's a quality player, and glad we got him.
Mitch, what's the biggest emotion? Is it just relief being back on the field? Is it pride seeing the team respond in the way it did today?
Yeah, we can be a lot better than that, to be honest. I liked our desperation when we went down to 11 men. They scored 2 kick tries, but we can probably still solve them as well. I thought our desperation there, when we had 11 men, showed the character of our side, and we still need to be better. We don't kind of put ourselves in that position, but I'm just happy we got the result.
How have you found the past week, Jason? Like, a lot's been made about what they've gone through, but how proud are you the way your team responded to what happened in Darwin last week? Didn't get distracted by what happened to them and just focused on your own game.
Yeah, I think that's been the whole 7 weeks so far, or the whole pretty much when we started in November, that we just always talk about what have we learned and how can we get better each week. And whilst last week we possibly took a step backwards in some areas, but there were still parts of the game where we were building pressure and we just couldn't do it for long enough. So they're a quality team, Canberra, so they got us up there in the heat, and they really put us to the sword in the last 20. So, but again, we improved on last week and we improved on the week before today. So it's another step forward, and we'll take it while we can. But again, we're going back to learn from it and work hard over the break and get ready for our next game.
How does Mitch make a player better, Jason? And in particular, how does he make Dylan Brown a better player?
I just think it's more his experience in his organisation, especially with the footy. And his presence in and around training obviously gives us a bit of a boost as well. It gives the players around him a bit of a boost, and it's pretty much what you see is what you get, which is is his strength, and it helps us as a footy team.
What was going through your head when you went down to 11 men?
Yeah, my voice has come back, but honestly, like we've done drills at training, like in those situations, and the most pleasing thing for me, Mitchell touched on it, was that we got into a fight and we stayed in the fight, and then we almost let them back into it like we have, but then we found a way to, fight, like wrestle momentum back, and then found a way to, put a couple of tries on them. So again, that for me, that's the most pleasing thing, and there's some individuals in there that are just getting better each week. So it's it's good for us.
See what Mitch does when he kicks the ball and sets up tries, Jason, but whilst it was a penalty for head high, it was an incredible effort to save a try. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. There was Mitchell. Josh tells me he did one too, but I think that was more out of luck. And then we had Kelmer as well with his inside shoulder. So he, they're big moments for us, especially when we're down to 11. And it's just, again, it's just staying in the fight and then giving ourselves an opportunity to be there in the last 10 or 15 minutes of games. That's what we're working towards.
Mitch, can you just talk us through that kick for Bailey? Like, I think it was second tackle. A lot of playmakers probably just park it and just try to play conservatively. What goes through your head to go for the game and actually ice it like that?
I probably shouldn't have, to be honest. I was lucky we come up with the play, but I just seen the winger come up and just put him behind. It was more of a reaction thing, but situation of the game, we just defended our line, turned them away, and then I just had to come up with the play, and I'm just lucky it took a nice bounce and stayed in.
Jason, you've chopped and changed the centres and the wingers, you said, for different reasons, injuries and suspensions. Is this the best look, you think? Is this the way to look going forward?
Going forward, I think it's obviously working for us at the moment, and putting Will back onto the right certainly helps his game, which helps us. So, but I'm sure there'll be another curveball or two come up with injury and that type of thing in the future. So again, it'll be good for this week and it'll be good for next week, and then we'll just see what happens because things change quick.
Jason, what have you made of the way Riley's come in and I guess develops into the performance he produced today?
Riley?
Yeah.
He's he turned up as a trainer trialist in the pre-season, and he's fought his way on the back of how he's trained and how he presents himself every day, and his work ethic to force his way into the team. So and he's slowly getting better each week. And that's all we can ask. So I'm very happy with him.
been a bit of turnover in the forward pack. Do you feel some of those young forwards coming through are really starting to, I guess, get comfortable at this level?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's early days yet. They're still going to have a few lessons going forward. But yeah, like tonight, Sam Tuivasa and Luca Moretti was better again, and they're just slowly making little improvements each week. And obviously there's been a little bit of change there, sort of come on us a little bit, sort of naturally. But it's it's just good. Those guys did the work in the pre-season. They've got their opportunity in the season, and good pre-seasons, I'm told, from bellyache generally turn into good seasons. So they're living proof of that at the moment. But again, there's a long way to go. They're only young, and there's going to be some lessons coming forward. But as long as they keep getting that little bit better each week.
First try for Sam. Can you see him having a bright future in the Eels jumper?
Yeah, I hope so. He started the pre-season probably down the pecking order a little bit in regards to where he sat, and he's just worked his way to get where he is now. And he's big, he's got good leg speed, he's got a good footy brain, he's got a good motor, and it's up to him to how far he gets. So hopefully he's with us for a long time.
Thank you.
Benji got within 6. How did you let them get away with it in the end?
Yeah, well, there's probably a 10-minute period after half-time where we didn't touch the ball, and I think they scored 3 tries in a row. It was disappointing, the result, but we've got a team that fights and fights their way back in. And, honestly, I know Para's had their, times this year, but Mitch Moses and their team's a completely different team, and, some of those classy touches he showed were outstanding tonight, and his presence, I thought, gave them a lot of confidence, and to their credit, they played well.
Why do you think you didn't handle that period after second half?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a theme, to be honest, this season. Our starts to our second half's been a bit slow. Something we probably need to address and look at. But we got beaten by a better team today.
You're disappointed with some of the discipline, like sin binning and hot-headedness?
Yeah, disappointed. Disappointed with the result, obviously, but not disappointed in the effort, because they keep fighting and turning up, and 26-10 down, every right to sort of let it go, and they kept fighting.
We saw a few simmies in the second half. Do you think we could have seen one in the opening tackle when Terrell got hit in the head?
What do you think?
I've written about it, but what do you think?
Yeah, probably. But that's not for me to decide. And that didn't win or lose us the game either.
I don't know, but a little bit disappointing as well. I think the try for Luke when he got hit in the head by Mitch, did you think penalty try could have been in the offing?
Yeah, I'll have to check what the rule is. I'm not sure exactly, so it's hard to comment. But we got the penalty and still had a chance to get ahead, and we didn't.
How do you think the boys have handled, today? It's been obviously the events of the past week. How do you think emotionally they handled it?
It's been a big week, no doubt, for the whole club, and so to get out there and try and play is the first part, but I don't think that was an excuse for some of the things that happened today.
How do you handle this week, Bench? Because the story, I take it's not going to go away.
Yeah, well, we've got to go back and look at the review of what we need to be better at, and then make a decision.
There's some well-defined new hip drop. Why do you think you guys weren't able to handle that period? I think they scored 3 tries in 6 minutes. What was missing tonight?
I don't know if that was a hip drop.
Yeah.
From what I saw, I didn't think it was, but I agree with what Wayne said. I don't really know what a hip drop is anymore.
But still, regardless of the adjudication, why do you think you weren't able to handle that period?
Well, to be honest, I don't know. If I knew, I probably would have addressed it earlier. But like I said, we managed to fight our way back. So we'll take something away. It's round 7. We're 3 and 4. We need to get back on the horse next week at Leichhardt.
What about Jack Bird's antics tonight? Threw her gear away, missed a tackle, gives away a penalty off the kickoff. What's your view on that?
We'll have a look at that in the house tomorrow. But they scored a try. It's not good enough.
How important is it you block out this Lockie Galvin drama moving forward? And I take it Richard, it's a legitimate question. I just want to know, like I said, it's been a big storyline. Benji said itself, it's been a tough week. How is it you don't let it affect the boys this week going next Sunday?
Get together. We're here to play footy. We just got to focus on that.
Will the playing group allow Lockie back in this week, Benji?
They've never let him out.
I believe Appy and Jerome said they didn't speak to him throughout the week.
I saw them at training pretty well with them. mixed in, so I don't think there was a drama.
Thank you.
Thank you.